Okay, this time we have the Medicom BM Project Tetsuo Shima Akira figure, which is pretty awesome. Um, Ever since I was a kid, I've been a huge fan of Akira, and to finally see these really well-made Akira figures come out, um, I couldn't not get one. They also have the Kaneda and his bike out, um, and then shortly after this, Tetsuo came out. So we'll just have a quick look at the box here. It's pretty clean, pretty simple. Just a little picture of Tetsuo there showing off his little metal robot arm. On the back, if you can see that, it's just an image of the figure. It's kind of blended in with the black background. It's kind of faded out. 41 being his test subject number, and then his name there, Tetsuo Shima. And then the rest of the box is pretty simple. Just has Akira on both sides, the top and the bottom. Akira Tetsuo Shima. Get that in focus. There you go. And then inside, and this is just held on by magnets, which is really nice. We get a little preview of what you're getting. I like how they did this cutout window. It actually says, Akira, which is pretty cool. Nice little touch. We get to see the figure himself, and then we also just get some previews. He's got both his heads, a few hands, things like that, showing some poses to kind of match the movie. And this, obviously, this is based more off the movie than it is off the comic, which was a smart choice because then they could work more with a standardized look and more consistent colors and things like that. Whereas obviously the comic's black and white and it's a lot longer, so the character changes a lot more. Anyways, that's enough babbling. Let's open this guy up and take a look. Alright, so let's take a look at the accessories that Tetsuo has before we get to the figure himself. It's pretty simple. He's got this hand, a little rubbery. It's pretty smooth. You can't really tell. He does have, let's see, zoom in a bit. I don't know. He's got nails and fairly simple design, but it does match the style of the movie. Then he's also got his really cool robotic hand. Yeah, twist there. That's great. The detail on this is really well done. It has a very nice metallic look to it, a little bit of a, I guess like a black wash over it, and even right down to these little wires being different colors, and like the side here is different and everything. They went all out on it. And this continues on through the actual figure's arm as well. And then, not to be outdone, he's got his alternative head. It looks great. I love this expression. It's perfect. It looks exactly like it would in the show, or in the movie. They've got the weird kind of receding hairline. Like, it doesn't look like it fits properly with his head or his hair, but I remember it being just like that in the show. They even managed to get, and I don't know if you can really pick it up, but you can kind of see these lines coming up from the side of his face there. That was in the show, and it was always just, or in the movie, I keep saying show, but they managed to really subtly get that in there, which was just part of the design in the movie. He's got his little cheek up there from laughing. Nice detail in the eyes. They're a little shiny. The mouth and everything. All the hair. It's really well done. Yeah, they went all out on it. He looks great. Spot on, I'd say. I don't, like I said, I don't have the Kaneda, but I have seen him. I know someone that has him and the bike. And I always felt that Kaneda's head sculpt was a little bit off, and I think that's why I didn't rush to get him, because his body didn't seem to fill out his suit properly in the shoulders and stuff, and then also his head just looked a little bit off. It's still really, really good, but it wasn't quite bang on. But I think the Tetsuo here, they got him spot on. Like, that looks straight out of the movie. you know, from all the angles. And that's a real challenge, getting as beautifully animated as the movie was, it still is just a 2D animation. So to get that rendered so well in this 3D head, you know, from all angles, is really impressive. Yeah. So anyways, oh, and he also came with, he's using it right now, but he came with a stand and a variety of, you know, different clips you could use. Right now he's using the waist one, but these are a little smaller, I guess, to go around, well, whatever you need them to go around, so that's nice. Okay, so let's take a look at the figure himself. So I actually decided to start putting on, putting up some figure reviews because I was looking to buy this Tetsuo here online, and I couldn't find any reviews of him. I just wanted to know, like, if anybody had any problems with him or what kind of accessories he came with. And I saw a lot of, like, preview pictures of before it came out and stuff, but no actual real reviews. And I think I only ever ended up finding one kind of blog with photos of him as a review. And that's where I first heard about him, actually, like a year or so ago. But since then, yeah, I was just looking up, I don't know, a week ago, trying to find some review stuff, and I couldn't. So I decided, well, okay, I'll get him and I'll put up a review. And I'm glad I did, because he looks great. So you can see his alternate head here, his little cocky, smiley face here. And then we've got this this cape. I'll take him off the stand here. Yeah. So he's got his cape, which is nicely done. And I guess I can't tell if they actually burnt it. It looks like they did actually burn it. So they must have had some kind of controlled, like, burning thing that would kind of stamp it out and melt the edge at the same time so it wouldn't fray. But it looks pretty cool. They did a good job. And inside of the trim of it, they've got this wire so you can fold it up however you need it. You know, if you want it draping over his hand or something like that, it'll stay really well. Underneath he's got his white, I don't know, sleeveless shirt, whatever you want to call it, t-shirt. They got the pants down really nice. I'm saying a lot. I like how I'm pretty sure in the movie he had, like, these lines here and things like that. I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to rewatch it. But it looks pretty close. I guess he's got little Velcro pants. Oh, he's supposed to be a badass, but he wears Velcro pants. Oh well, that's okay. Now we'll take a look at his great arm here. They went all out on the detail, as I said before. There's so many cool colors and detailing and everything on the underside as well. I'm sure they had to make up some of their own detail because, you know, they didn't get this detailed in the movie. I don't think it would have been that hard to keep it. Would have been hard to keep it that consistent if it had all these little details. But you can see all the wires running up his fingers, all the little joints and everything. It's really, really great. It has kind of a weird joint here, where it's like mid-arm. I found that kind of strange. I guess they were trying to blend it in or something. It's not a problem or anything. It's just seems like a weird choice instead of just giving him like a cut. That's fine. And then his other arm is just his normal human arm. But it looks good. The paint, aside from this arm, is pretty simple on him, but that makes sense because it was really simple in the movie. Get you a closer look at his other face, his other head. Really good, really clean. There's no slop or anything. Everything's like really well done. His hairline is perfect. I don't think there's a single missed corner that goes too far in or too far out with the paint. On the back of his head, he's got these little vampire bites. I guess that's just to hold everything together, but you know, you don't even notice it when it's like that. On On the packaging, it showed his cape as being almost more fabric-y looking thing, but this has more of a sheen to it. But I don't mind. I wouldn't mind if it was a little thicker, I think, but it's not bad by any means. And it gives that nice rumpled up kind of look. I want to build I don't know what I would use exactly, but I'd love to build a throne. If you remember the throne that he uses in the movie and in the manga, he has this big stone throne that he's just kind of, the top of it's all broken off and he's just relaxing on it. It'd be cool to have him sitting there and with some pills around him, or the little vials of Akira's body parts lined up behind him. I think that'd be really neat. Or somebody should make it and start selling it, because yeah, it would work perfectly for this guy. Let's see, he's got his boots. Nice detail, just a little bit of a texture you can see, and a bit of wrinkling and stuff. I think they did a little bit of paint app just in there to bring out the wrinkles a bit, it looks like. Oh, 1988. I don't know if you can see that, but because of the original, 1988, and then some Japanese. And on the other side, we've got Bandai Medicom Toy 2010 China. So there you go. So as far as articulation goes, he's got 2 neck joints there and then up near the jaw. It's got good range. And when you pop off his head, I'll do that now. There we go. It was a bit of a tight fit. I was sort of afraid that I was going to break that little peg in his head. So I'd recommend, pick whichever head you like more, and then keep it on the shelf. I don't think it's necessarily going to break or anything, but I would hate to, snap something on this guy and not be able to fix it. But anyways, yeah, so he's got his 2 neck joints there. He's got a chest mid-torso joint, so he can hunch over if he's in pain. He's got his shoulder joints. He's got a bicep joint right there as well. Turn there. He's got his elbows. It looks like it's, yeah, kind of a double joint, so he can get a lot of good range there. This human arm can get better range than the robot one, I think. Yeah, the robot one's kind of weird, the way it moves, but not in a bad way, just, there we go. It does it kind of more on an angle, which is strange. But it's fine, no problems. And then he's got his wrists, and of course they just pop out and switch hands. And that worked really easily, easier than the head. And then, yeah, same on there. He's got his shoulders. He's got a bit of a forward back joint on his bicep, or on his pectorals, or near his shoulders. So you can get some nice range there. He has I haven't taken the clothes off, but he's just got a side to side, I think. And then he's got his hip joints. The pants are a little tight, a little restrictive, but I think it's best that way, instead of giving more range but have big baggy pants that don't match the movie. Like the cut of his clothes are really close to how they designed him, right? So I would rather that. And then he's got his knee joints, which I guess are similar to the elbow. And his foot can move from side to side. The boots have a little bit of a give to them, but I'm not really sure what's under there, and I don't want to take it off to find out. But he doesn't stand up too well on his own. I'm sure you could do it if you're making his pose pretty straight up and down. But just the way his boots are cut, it's a little funny. So that's, you're going to want to bring in the stand, I think. yeah, but he is great. I am very happy that I got him. I'm a big fan of Akira, both the manga and the animation. And so this is like a dream toy. Ever since I first watched it, I loved it. So I'm glad to see this happen now. The bike is a little expensive, and the Kaneda is more expensive too, actually. Despite the fact that Tetsuo, I would argue is more the star of the story, especially in the animation. But anyways, yeah, that's it. So if you have any questions or comments or anything, leave them below and I will try to answer them. Alright, thanks for watching.